I know you love Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk too. Elon Musk is great. But do you want robots brought in to replace you, particularly if you do a boring, repetitive or dangerous job? Oh, this is so boring and repetitive. Oh, fucking hell! I'm a shark! How can you be all of those things? Let's find out more.
Tesla is back. Elon Musk is promoting a new invention that looks a lot like you and me.
She's very excited about the news. I've never seen someone so upbeat. What was the previous story? Newscasters receive massive pay rise. Mainstream media trusted again.
You're looking at his plans for a humanoid robot called TeslaBot. Musk expects a prototype to be ready by next year.
It does look exactly how them robots look in films that depicts it. You know, they're a bit white, they're a bit like an iPod as a person type robot, right from that early AI film with that little boy. He was in a film with a robot that looks exactly like this one. I've seen something called Big Six. There was a robot that looked like that in this one. I'm always seeing this. TeslaBot want to live. TeslaBot feel emotion. TeslaBot not want dangerous job. TeslaBot you're a leader now. I know these tropes are somewhat hackneyed and cliched as we move into the sci-fi world that, well, I suppose the same imagination that's creating this tech is also at a collective level responsible for the actual scientific design. I mean, there's no way that they weren't influenced by those cultural reference points that I've already made when designing that. But what are the economic consequences of this? And also, what is the nature of that tech? And can robots be reliable enough to not kill us? Yeah, but people kill us all the time. People kill us. Whose side are you on?
He hopes that one day the bot will be able to do repetitive and boring jobs for you, like picking up groceries. Sign me up.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when you said that the washing machine was going to do that. No, the dishwasher. I still don't use the dishwasher because it's too complicated, it's too hard, and it don't get stuff off properly, does it? The dishwasher hasn't worked properly. The washing machine don't work properly. The whole built-in obsolescence, chain us to an endless cycle of consuming hasn't worked properly. I'm not saying this Tesla bot won't be brilliant. How many people are looking at that now thinking, I can think of other uses for old Tesla bot? They've already got that kind of gear going on in Japan. It appeals to the worst aspects of human nature. Don't always think what's the most expedient, fastest, most efficient way we can do things. Think about the big picture. What is the best way to do things for the whole of humanity? It's not going to just be popping down the shops. Tesla bot going to food bank now. Tesla bot working for low-paid workers. No, Tesla bot will be killing you on behalf of the government within a fortnight.
The Tesla bot has some stiff competition in the humanoid robot department. Boston Dynamics Atlas robot debuted in 2013, and on Wednesday we showed you a video of that robot nailing an obstacle course.
The Atlas robot is a right bastard. Hello, I come to help you get your shopping.
This one has a head.
It's got a head.
This one's got a head.
I do like that it has a head. I do like that.
Oh, good. It's so nice that the mainstream media are taking this seriously. Look, I know it's a light-hearted news item, and perhaps we're doing it in a light-hearted way, but there are aspects to this story that are less light-hearted. Musk said the Tesla bot would travel at a maximum of about 5 miles an hour. Is that meant to reassure us that it's not going to sort of speed towards us? Tesla bot, rampage! Tesla bot, rampage! People have discussed before, I can't remember where I heard this, there will come a point where it is considered sort of like prejudiced and bigoted to do that voice about robots. Don't talk like that. Robots can't help talking like that. They've got rights as well. That will happen.
They are developing a humanoid bot, life-size basically. It's going to stand at about 5 foot 8 inches.
It will be capable of deadlifting 150 pounds and carrying about 45 pounds. We're setting it as such that at a mechanical and physical level, you can run away from it and most likely overpower it, Musk said. That's the bit for the poster. We're making it so you can outrun it and overpower it. Do not want to be outrun or overpowered.
Here's Elon Musk talking about why they're building this bot.
It's basically going to start with just dealing with work that is boring, repetitive, and dangerous. Basically, what is the work that people would least like to do?
The problem is not the potential for AI to supersede human ability. That happened with Casio bloody calculators that when I was at school 110 years ago when you could do maths and write boobless. The concern is that it's underwritten by economic imperatives that are rapacious in other areas. It's being applied to the same mentality that when asked, should you stick all these mortgages together and sell them and pretend that the people are going to be able to repay these mortgages and it won't cause an economic collapse. That is where it's coming from. It's coming from the same mind that's like, shall we drill in these territories even though if there's an oil spill we won't be able to revert. It's coming from that mindset. It's coming from the mindset that doesn't care about humankind as a whole. I'm not saying Elon Musk ain't a genius. Elon Musk is a genius, clearly, plainly. The problem is that Elon Musk's energies are trammeled between two lines that Elon Musk did not determine or decide upon that are built upon the principles of capitalism, which I know some of you will say in the comments have produced good things. Look at this lovely shirt. But also have tyrannized us. Musk previously said in a 2018 documentary that AI could be built to be more intelligent than humans and people could lose control of technology. AI doesn't have to be able to destroy humanity. If AI has a goal and humanity happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. Don't you think that when Elon Musk says stuff like that, he kind of gets off on it a bit? Speaking at Tesla's AI Day event, Musk said the robot could have profound implications for the economy by plugging gaps in the workforce created by labour shortages. What are labour shortages caused by? People not being paid enough money. What's people not being paid enough money because of the imperatives of capital? What are the imperatives of capital? Profit at all cost. So labour shortages, you wouldn't have labour shortages in those gaps in the labour workforce if you went, we're going to pay people a shitload of money to do those jobs, even more money, a reasonable amount of money. We did a video last week where we told you how much more CEOs are earning than the people they employ, 350 times as much. Do you think that's sustainable? Do you think that's necessary? Do you think that any robot could be said to be neutral and empirically programmed when there are such biased goals in mind from the get-go? He said it was important the new machine was not super expensive. I think it would be more money than that idiot alligator thing that was running around in Boxland. Do you need a £1 million robot to run over boxes? No. Here is one.
It'll be using full self-driving technology as well as components.
He described it as an extension of Tesla's work on self-driving cars. Our cars are semi-sentient robots on wheels, Musk said. It kind of makes sense to put that software onto a humanoid form. Well, let's just hope that those cars are working 100% correctly. The announcement by Musk comes amid a new investigation into the safety of Tesla's full self-driving software. On Monday, the US government opened an investigation into Tesla's driver assistance system known as Autopilot after a series of collisions with parked emergency vehicles. In the crashes identified as part of the investigation, 17 people were injured and 1 was killed. It's sort of got this kind of idiot hubris of the beginning and end of most sci-fi films. The NHTSA said it had identified 11 crashes since 2018 in which Teslas on autopilot or traffic-aware cruise control had hit vehicles at scenes where first responders used hazards such as flashing lights, flares and illuminated arrow board or cones. Okay, so the cars smash into emergency vehicles. What are the robots going to do? We saw vulnerable people in wheelchairs, people looking a bit tired. We thought we should pummel them to death.
We'll see if this robot comes to fruition. I think we hear a lot of ideas from Elon Musk, so we have to wait.
Elon always thinks outside the box, and I like that.
Many of you see Elon Musk as being separate from like Branson, Bezos, Gates, etc. And I can see why. He's got a bit more edge, coolness, ingenuity. He's a bit more punk. He's a bit more ironic. He seems to be commenting on the idea of a billionaire. More Tony Stark than, I don't know, whoever he was in Citizen Kane. But the fact is that in the end, the same purpose is served, the purpose of relentless profit. It still creates a rarefied elite strata. It's still about some mad space race, the illusion of progress because it's progress in a few areas. So whilst I also think Elon Musk is preferable, it's not a comment on him as an individual. He's magnificent. It's more about what do these ideas do? Where do they lead our culture? It's a very sort of complex realm, and I suppose I would like to see the collective ingenuity of humankind and the individual ingenuity of Elon Musk and other great geniuses working in the tech space put to work for the common and collective good of all of us rather than a further relentless march down the highway of so-called progress, a highway no doubt littered with crashed Tesla cars and the bodies of deadly robots. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a thumbs up, share it around, give us a comment below, tell me what you don't agree with, what you'd like to see more of. Go to russellbrand.com, link in the description, and sign up for my mailing list. If you like listening to me, go to Luminary and listen to my podcast, Under the Skin. I do a clever conversation each week and a guided meditation each week. Check them out. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll like this one. And if you need to unwind, have a look at this spiritual awakening themed video on my side channel, Awakening. Thanks for watching.